In the rugged hills of Silverton County, Montana, where the winters could snap a man's spine and summers scorch the earth like a branding iron, even the toughest souls had to learn when to bend. That was a lesson sneaking up on Eliza Hawthorne, though she'd sooner chew nails than own up to it. Her days were filled with dust and determination, wrangling cattle on her family spread, but lately, a sharp ache in her gut had her gritting her teeth harder than usual. One crisp morning in 1892, as the sun crested the Rockies, that pain finally dropped her to her knees in the barn. For the first time, she pointed her horse toward Willow Bend, the nearest town with a dock. Eliza had grown up on the outskirts of Silverton, losing her ma to fever at age 12. From then on, her pa's ranch became her world, learning to brand steers, fix windmills in blizzards, and doctor a lame horse with nothing but grit. She ate jerky on the trail, slept under stars with frost in her hair, and never once complained about her own hurts. Cowboys didn't fuss, they pushed through. But this pain was different, like a hot poker twisting inside her. She figured the town doc would be some grizzled old-timer with a flask in his pocket. Instead, she stepped in the office of Dr. Elias Whitaker, fresh from back east, all of 35, with a build like a lumberjack and eyes sharp as a hawk's. His voice carried that educated clip that made folks stand taller. "Miss Hawthorne, just lie back and let me handle this." The words were kind, meant to soothe, but to Eliza, they landed like a slap. Her face burned hotter than a forge. No one had babied her in years, not since Ma. She bolted from that chair, muttering, "I don't need coddling," and stormed out, heart pounding like a stampede. Elias just arched a brow. "Suit yourself, but stubbornness won't outrun that hurt forever." Back at the ranch, Harlan Brooks, her pa's old partner who'd stuck around after Pa passed from a bad fall 2 years back, eyed her funny. "You look like death warmed over." "What did the doc say?" Eliza hung her saddle, hiding the flush creeping up her neck. Didn't stick around for chit-chat. Harlan snorted. "Girl, you're dumber than a post sometimes. Pride'll kill you quicker than any coyote." She waved him off, but his words gnawed at her through supper of beans and biscuits. That night, Elias's offer replayed in her head, stirring up feelings she didn't want: vulnerability, maybe even a spark of something more. Why did a fancy Easterner rattle her so bad? Dawn brought more chores, but the pain flared worse. Eliza saddled her gelding, Rusty, and headed to check the northern fence line. Halfway there, the world spun like a top. She clutched the horn, black spots dancing in her vision, but shook it off. "Ain't quitting now," she growled. She pushed on, mending wire with shaking hands, but Elias's warning echoed. Pain outlasts pride. By evening, she was back home, exhausted but unbrokener. So she thought. 3 days later, a supply run to Willow Bend. She spotted Elias outside the Mercantile, reading mail. Ducking behind a barrel felt foolish, but her pulse raced. Too late seen her. "Afternoon, Miss Hawthorne. Feeling any better?" His polite concern made her squirm. Fit as a fiddle. But a twinge hit as she lifted her flour sack, and she winced. He noticed, of course. Doors always open if you change your mind. She mounted up quickly, cheeks aflame. Why did he keep pushing? Was it pity for the poor ranch girl? The ache grew, but Eliza ignored it, throwing herself into work. Then word came. Widow Clara Jenkins was selling her late husband's herd 40 prime steers, a steal. Eliza needed them to rebuild after last winter's losses. At Clara's boarding house, over tea in fine china, they haggled. "I'll scrape the cash together," Eliza said. But Clara mentioned Elias had inquired too. Seemed curious about other buyers. Eliza's gut twisted not just pain, but fury. Was he meddling to spite her? A rich doc like him could outbid her easily. Storming out, she nearly bowled into Elias at the diner door. "Whoa there, rancher." His hand steadied her, warm and firm. "You chasing me now? I'd sooner chase a rattlesnake." But he guided her to a table, ordering coffee like it was nothing. Gossip would fly down Doc, cozying up to the Hawthorne Wildcat. About those steers, she snapped. He leaned back, casual. Good investment. To him, maybe, but to her, survival. You buy him just to watch me scramble? His eyes narrowed. Sit down. Tell me what's really eating you. She did, reluctantly. He admitted liking her strength, her no-nonsense ways. You're not like the society belles back east, batting lashes for favors. Eliza scoffed. Men like you don't court women like me. Educated, wealthy, you got options. But he pressed. What kind of woman are you? The kind too scared to let someone close. The challenge stung, sparking arguments that left her fuming. Why push when she kept shoving back? It was infuriating, his calm persistence against her walls. That night, dreams of his steady gaze haunted her. Morning brought Harlan's knowing grin. Heard you two caused a stir at the diner. Eliza bristled. Ain't like that. But Harlan dropped a bomb. Elias was loaded with land and mines. Rich folks got agendas. What's he after your spread? Doubt festered. She smashed the tonic he'd sent over, glass shattering like her trust. Was it all a game? For a week, she dodged him like a pro hiding in alleys, sending Harlan for errands. But at the bank, securing her loan, there he was, playing hide and seek. He cornered her by her horse. Dinner tonight? Can't. Won't, you mean? Scared of talking? Latchy and gossipy. Their opinions don't count, ours does. His intensity made her heart race. I'm done running from you, she lied, spurring away. But his parting shot, I won't wait forever, echoed maddening. Then the pain hit like thunder. 3 days on, she collapsed in the yard, feverish, world fading. Harlan found her horse loose, fetched Elias. He burst in, scooping her up. Damn fool woman, this could have killed you. At his fine house, he dosed her with laudanum, probing gently. Appendicitis. Ignored too long, it ends badly. His anger cracked fear for her life. I lost a patient like this back east. Too proud. I won't lose you. Tears came as walls crumbled. I don't know how to let go. He took her hand. Just don't fight. Their first kiss sealed it tender, then fierce like a dam breaking. She saw herself in his eyes, strong, worthy. 6 months later, wedding bells in Willow Bend Chapel. Elias moved to her ranch, fumbling hilariously at coarse roping himself once, milking backward. Doc, that's the wrong end, she laughed. Fights flared haul her to bed during fevers. She'd call him bossy. But makeups were passionate, rebuilding trust. Their boy, Samuel, came first, then twins Grace and Clara. The ranch thrived, Elias blending doctoring with ranching. Years on, teaching Samuel to rope, Eliza watched from the porch with Harlan. Regrets? He asked. None. Best thing was letting him in. Elias jogged over, arm around her. Still scary, rancher? In the best ways. As he carried her inside, laughter echoing, their life dusty, chaotic, loving felt complete. No loose ends, just enduring partnership under Montana skies. What do you think about Eliza's journey? Share your opinions in the comments below. Did her stubborn pride frustrate you, or do you admire it? Take a stance on whether she should have trusted Elias sooner, and let me know your views.